All right, welcome back to Slam Shenanigans. As you can see, Elroy is really interested in what we're doing today. Smee, not so much. But anyways, the pups are interested. Hopefully you guys are too. So today we're going to be doing another sawmill wood project. Starting out with a pine log here, we are going to be making a potting bench and a shelf to have the potted plants for watering on for my wife for the greenhouse. So starting out, we had to cant that log up, and as you can see here from this one picture, that this log had a little bit of internal stress. So anyways, we got to get what we need that raw lumber to build with, and most of it's going to be 2x2s. And as you can see, that internal stress, that tree was talking to me saying it was stressed out. There's actually a couple of these 2x2s that I couldn't even use, so they'll end up kindling or firewood. Anyways, we'll go into the time lapse here. This is me starting on the top for the potting bench, and forgive the mess. I have very, very little time to actually work up here, and when I do projects, I kind of got to work around stuff. Thankfully, my youngest son doesn't watch my YouTube channel, unfortunately, because his birthday present's sitting right there under the tarp. Anyways, so I got the frame done. Kind of had to go down to the house, grab this extra piece of plywood, and this will be the top and the shelf for it. A lot of this I used pocket hole jigs stuff just because it's only 2x2 material and it's going to have water and plants and potting soil and everything else on it. So I wanted it to be fairly strong, but didn't want to glue it and make it huge. So that's what I did. If it wasn't a straight in shot, end to end grain, I used the pocket hole jig, and it works really good. Makes a strong connection. So now I'm starting to get these 2x2s, and I'm cutting legs, and you'll see these legs start to go up here. Pretty simple frame, nothing elaborate. It's braced enough, I think, in the end you'll see with cross bracing to where it should hold up pretty good over time. Use the bar clamps to try and help myself hold things since I'm a one-man show. Don't have that extra set of hands to do things with, but I make do. It's going to be a fairly short video. As you can see, I already got the majority of this potting shelf here done. Potting table, I don't know what you want to call it. So now I'm kind of got most of it done, and I'm just kind of putting some sides and backing on it here. I decided to kind of chamfer them up a little bit. And this was kind of a morning project. Time-lapse makes it goes really fast. There's always a lot of time in between going to look for stuff and grab stuff. You can see here now I'm doing the bottom shelf, finishing up, decided to put one more support in there, and kind of sanded it off a little bit. And this is the finished product. So I was pretty happy with a little morning's work to do, and pretty much all my own lumber other than the piece of plywood there. And this is it sitting in the greenhouse. So this is phase one of this little project here done. Pretty happy with the way it turned out. Hopefully the wife will be. So now we're on to making the table that's going to hold the potted plants. So this is going to be a little bit longer, about the same width, and I'm going to try and make it about the same height. Again, using pocket hole stuff for some of this. If it's straight in or easier and not into end grain, I did that. Again, just working around all my clutter. Here goes the table, the legs coming up. And we'll do the same thing. It kind of looks like I'm just shoving these through, but I'm actually piling them up against my kid's birthday present there, which is a rooftop camper. Be quiet, don't tell them, okay? So anyways, because it's still a few months off, so the rare chance that any of you know him. Hush, it's a secret. Anyways, so we got these things going here. We're getting the cross bracing up. The table's coming together. This is basically going to be a frame, and then I will end up here in a few minutes cut the lengths of 2x2 on top, and it'll just be kind of a slatted top. So I kind of made the table. It's out of frame. Now I'm making the longer ones here, cutting these to length. And this is where I'll use some of these that aren't perfectly straight and they still got some stress in them. But the way I'm making this, I should be able to kind of bend them out. So you can kind of see here that these are definitely not straight. And it's funny because the one on the left looks really crooked, but it's actually pretty dang straight. So I'm not sure what happened with the camera there. Anyways, looking out away from my mess at other messes. And it's funny because I'm used to seeing my mill right there, but I've since moved it off. If you watched my previous videos, you saw that I moved the mill out there to give me some more space. Always looking for more room to work. Eventually, I'll have that whole pad filled up with a barn and have some actual inside space to work. So because of the stress stuff, you can see here that I had to use some pipe clamps to compress, some to spread. So it's kind of pry them out to get them to fit and rearrange them and make sure I got the side down that I want, that I can just pull down. And it ended up pretty good, pretty even spacing. And like I said, that one on the left looks really crooked, but it's not. So gave it a little finish sand so my wife doesn't get any splinters. And this is the table, pretty much done. Kind of happy. As you can see, it was right in line with the outside edge, and the outside edge was straight. So I don't know what happened to the camera there. And then here it is in the greenhouse next to the potting bench. So for a weekend's morning's worth of work, you know, I did one of these on Saturday and one of these on Sunday. It turned out pretty good, and figured I might as well go get a little bit of bag of potting soil and a new trowel for her and set it up. And anyways, this is the end, as you can see from Cricket. Thanks for watching, and hope you stay tuned and watch for future ones. And with my channel, because I'm so infrequent, if you hit that bell icon, you'll know when I post so you can see the new ones. And appreciate you watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, and put a comment in there. Thank you.